Hey everyone, so it's a cold day in Toowoomba and Highfields today. As you can see, I am all rugged up, a little splash of colour just for fun today. Um, and being the type of physio I am, naturally my brain turns to circulation because obviously some of us are probably feeling cold fingers and toes. So I thought I'd put together a video on circulation. So one of the things that can really help with circulation is movement. So I thought I'd go through a couple of exercises today just to show some movement exercises that can help with the legs and with the arms to get some blood flow happening down in the fingers and the toes. This can also be really good for those of you that get some swelling down in your legs or in your hands. And some people that struggle a little bit with healing as well. So there are some individuals that have some sores on their legs, and healing can be a real challenge. So some of these exercises can help. Reason being, when you've got blood flow going down into these extremities, it also carries all the cells that are responsible for helping with healing as well. So the better the circulation in the area, the better the healing properties you're going to have. So let's go through some exercises today. I'll start with the hands, considering the most visible, and then I'll bring the phone down and you can look at some stuff that you can do with your feet. So things that you can do, some of these you're probably already adopting, but literally wiggling your fingers can be really nice just to start, and then opening and closing the hands. And I quite like pumping motions because what happens is the major blood vessels that go down into the extremities sit deep within the muscles responsible for these kinds of pumping actions. So I'll show you a little bit more detail when we get down to the calves as well. But as we contract the muscles, and you can even feel as you're doing it. So if you stick your hand on and you contract the muscles, it feels bigger. So it kind of, as the muscle contracts, it increases in its diameter. And then as you release, it relaxes. So you can feel it contract and relax, contract and relax. That pumping action, essentially, if you've got your blood vessel that sits in here, it's pumping around the blood vessel, helping the blood to move through this area with greater ease. Because why do we get cold fingers and toes? Well, what actually happens is the body goes into a level of protective response, and it takes all the warm blood and it redirects it to the main organs, which is often in your abdominal and your chest cavities, to keep everything warm, because that's where your heart is, it's where your lungs are, and all your important organs sit there. So usually, if you're going to get something cold, it's going to be the tips of your fingers and the tips of your toes first. Makes sense? They're also the furthest from the heart. So they're the ones that usually get cold first. So after that, you can do some wrist stuff if you'd like to as well, and then move up to your elbows. And it just helps to pump all the blood around that nice extremity. How long do you do it for? Well, how long is a piece of string? It's what you're comfortable doing. It's not going to hurt you to do 5 minutes or so of each of those. I always recommend at least a couple of minutes, and a few times a day, depending on how you're feeling. You can do it sitting watching TV. You can do it while you're waiting for something to heat up, or if you just feel like doing something. So let's have a little bit of a look at what you do in the lower limbs. So I'll bring you down here. Should be able to see my feet. There we go. All right. I like to start with wiggling some toes, because what that can do is just start getting a little bit of movement through the ends there. And then one of the things that are really quite nice for lower limb swelling, lower limb circulation, are calf raises, which is literally just going up on your tiptoes. Really nice to do these seated, It takes away the balance component and allows you to really focus on that circulation. What that looks like from the side is just like this. This speed is a good speed. You want it a little bit on the faster side like this, because what that does is it helps with the pumping of the blood. So where the blood vessels sit in the calf is right between these two muscles here. So the calf muscles actually split, and then there's a blood vessel that runs right deep in the middle. And as you contract the muscle, it shortens in this direction and kind of, it, for lack of a better word, swells and expands around here. And it helps to pump up and down. Then I like to do some straightening the knees, just to warm up things around the knee and these muscles up in the thigh. Same thing, a couple of minutes for each. It really is not a number of times in the day that you would be restricted. It's just what you feel like doing. If you're experiencing significant pain with any of these though, I would encourage you to certainly cease doing any of these and seek advice from a health professional. I'm happy to help if you'd like any more specific details on your particular condition, if you know that you've got something that you'd like further investigation. And I'm here if you need me. And that's pretty much it on circulation. Feel free, if you have any questions whatsoever, post them down below or private message me. I think my number's on there as well, so feel free to give me a call if you'd like to ask further. Anyway, I hope you're all having an amazing day. And if there's ever anything you want to know more about, just let me know, and I am more than happy to post a short video on certain particular things. All right, have a good day. Bye.